ㅣ매직트리하우스 Book 7, Sunset of the Saber-Tooth, Chapter 7. The Sorcerer's Gift. The sorcerer didn't speak. He stared through the eye holes of the owl mask. "Help us, please," said Annie. The sorcerer threw a rope into the pit. Jack grabbed it. "He wants to pull us up," said Annie. Jack looked up. The sorcerer was gone. "Where did he go?" Jack said. "Tug on the rope," said Annie. Jack tugged. The rope tightened. It began rising. "I'll go first," said Annie cheerfully. "Annie, this isn't a game," warned Jack. "Don't worry, I'll be careful." Jack gave her the rope. "Okay, but hold on tight," he said. Annie held the rope with both hands. She pushed her feet against the side of the pit. She rose into the air with the rope. She kept pressing against the side of the pit until she reached the top. Jack saw the sorcerer reappear and help Annie up. Then they moved out of sight. Jack was puzzled. The sorcerer had used both hands to help Annie. So who held the other end of the rope? "Wow!" came Annie's voice. "What's going on?" Jack wondered. The sorcerer came back and threw the rope down again. Jack grabbed it, and the rope started to rise. Jack held on tight. He started up. His hands burned. His arms felt as if they were being pulled out of their sockets. But he kept his hold on a rope and his feet against the side of the pit. At the top, the sorcerer pulled Jack onto the snowy ground. "Thanks," said Jack, standing. The sorcerer was tall. He wore a long fur robe. Jack could see only his eyes through the owl mask. "Hey!" Annie called. Jack turned. Annie was sitting on a woolly mammoth. Squeak! Peanut was sitting on the mammoth's head. The mammoth looked like a giant elephant with shaggy reddish hair and long carved tusks. The other end of the rope was around the mammoth's huge neck. "Lulu pulled us up," said Annie. "Lulu?" said Jack. "Don't you think she looks like a Lulu?" said Annie. "Oh, brother," said Jack. He walked up to the mammoth. "Hey, mammoth starts with M," said Annie. "Maybe Lulu's the special thing." "I don't think so," said Jack. The great creature knelt down, just like a circus elephant. "Wow!" said Annie. She clutched the mammoth's ears to keep from falling off. The sorcerer helped Jack climb onto the mammoth. "Thanks," said Jack. Then the sorcerer reached into the pouch. He pulled out a smooth white bone and handed it to Jack. The bone was hollow. It had 4 holes along one side and 2 on the other. "Oh man, I think it's his flute," said Jack. "The book said they make flutes from mammoth bones." Jack tried to give the flute back to the sorcerer. "Nice," he said politely. But the sorcerer held up his hand. "He wants you to keep the mammoth bone," said Annie. "Mammoth bone," whispered Jack. "Hey, maybe this is the 3rd thing." Jack looked at the sorcerer. "Do you know Morgan?" he asked. The sorcerer did not answer, but his eyes sparkled with kindness. He turned away from Jack and untied the mammoth's rope. Then he whispered in the ear of the giant woolly creature. When the mammoth stood up, Jack gripped Annie's coat to keep from falling off. He fell miles above the ground. He nestled behind Annie in the dip between the mammoth's head and huge curved back. The mammoth took slow, plodding steps across the snow, then picked up speed. "Where are we going?" said Jack, as they bumped up and down. "To the treehouse," said Annie. "How does it know where it is?" said Jack. "She just knows," said Annie. Jack looked back. The sorcerer was standing in the snow, watching them. But at that moment, the clouds parted and the sun came out. Jack was blinded by sunlight on the snow. He squinted to see, but the sorcerer had vanished. 오케이, 이번에 좀 길었는데요. 여기 나오는 수거들도 알아보도록 할까요? Help a person up. Help up. Help 하면 도와주다인데요. up이란 전치사가 쓰여서 뭔가 부축해주는 거예요. 누군가를, a person을요. Help a person up. 남을 부축하여 일으키다. Jack saw the sorcerer reappear and help Annie up. 잭은 봤어요. 뭘 봤냐면 the sorcerer가 reappear, 다시 나타나서 그리고 help Annie up, Annie를 일으켜주는 거를, 부축해서 일으켜주는 거를 봤습니다. Jack saw the sorcerer reappear and help Annie up. 따라서 읽어보세요. Help a person up. Okay, and next, out of sight. Out of sight. sight. 우리 시야에서 out, 사라져 버리는 거죠. 보이지 않게 되는 거예요. Then they moved out of sight. 그리고 나서 그들은 시야에서 사라져 버렸어요. 보이지 않는 곳으로 사라져 버린 거예요. Then they moved out of sight. 따라서 읽어볼까요? Out of sight. Okay, reach into. 뭐뭐 안에 손을 넣다. Reach into. Then the sorcerer reached into a pouch. 주머니에 reached into, 손을 넣었습니다. 누가요? 마법사가요. 따라서 읽어보세요. reach into. reach into. sparkle with, 뭐뭐로 빛나다. But his eyes sparkled with kindness. 빛났어요. 반짝였어요. 뭐로? 친절함으로. sparkle with. pick up speed, 속도를 올리다. The mammoth took slow, plodding steps across the snow, then picked up speed. 여기서 pick up speed 나왔죠? 처음에는 매머드가 앉았다 일어나서 천천히 걷다가 점점 빠르게 속도를 올린 거죠. pick up speed. be blinded by. Jack was blinded by sunlight on the snow. 눈이 햇빛에 반사되면 굉장히 환하죠. 그래서 눈밭에서도 탄다고 말을 하잖아요. 눈을 시력을 상할 수도 있어서 그래서 고글도 반드시 쓰는 거죠. be blinded by, 눈이 부시는 거예요. Jack was blinded by sunlight on the snow. be blinded by. 오케이, 오늘 여기까지 해봤고요. 다음 시간에 또 만나요. See you next time. Bye bye.